it cathartic for you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Painfully cathartic, but nonetheless cathartic.
When people would ask me as a child, I would confess the word and say, I am going to be famous. It's no question in my mind.
Donna Summer, known to the world as the Queen of Disco, left behind more than just chart-topping hits.
I don't believe you. Me and Donna Summer. Donna Summer. I touched Donna Summer. Thank you, Donna Summer.
Thank you too. Thank you very much.
Her legacy is filled with dazzling anthems, but also hidden heartbreaks. While she dominated the nightlife scene and lit up dance floors across the globe, a darker, more haunting chapter lingered behind the spotlight. In her final years, Donna carried a chilling suspicion that her illness may have been linked to the 9/11's attacks. Years later, her children would reveal disturbing truths that stunned even her most loyal fans.
What kind of mom was she?
Do you have a great mom that you love?
Yes.
She was kind of like that.
Join us as we dive into the complex, powerful, and often tragic life of Donna Summer and the shocking revelations her children would later bring to light.
Hey, if you go to donnasummer.com, before you even get to the homepage, the first thing you're going to see are the words, "The Queen is back," and we're happy to have her. Donna Summer,
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
The making of a disco diva, LaDonna Adrienne Gaines, who the world would later know as Donna Summer, began her journey in Boston, Massachusetts. Born on December 31st, 1948, she was the third of 7 children in the Gaines household. Her father, Andrew, worked as a butcher, while her mother, Mary, was a school teacher. They raised their children in the close-knit Mission Hill neighborhood, an area covering less than a square mile. Donna's childhood was deeply shaped by the church. It was the spiritual center of the family's life, and also the birthplace of Donna's musical journey. But her religious upbringing came with painful trauma. Donna endured repeated abuse by a pastor, a horrific experience that left emotional scars she carried for life. Despite this pain, music became her sanctuary. At just 10 years old, she stepped in for a missing soloist at church, marking her first public performance. From that moment, she was hooked. Donna began singing regularly in the choir, her voice steadily becoming a source of comfort, escape, and power. As a teenager, she faced another set of hardships, this time racism. Growing up in a mostly white neighborhood, she was violently attacked by white gangs, suffering both physical wounds and emotional damage. Still, she rose above it. At Jeremiah E. Burke High School, Donna was a star, loved for her stage presence and standout roles in school musicals. But just weeks before graduating in 1967, she made a life-changing decision: to leave school and chase her dream in New York City. From rock bands to the German stage. In New York, Donna joined the psychedelic rock band Crow, where she showcased her broad musical talent. Though the band didn't make it big, record executives quickly noticed Donna's unique voice. When Crow dissolved, she stayed determined. She soon auditioned for the counterculture rock musical Hair. Her audition blew everyone away, and she was cast as Sheila in the German production. With her parents' reluctant blessing, Donna moved to Munich in August 1968, a leap that would redefine her life and career. In Munich, Donna thrived. She immersed herself in the language and local arts scene, becoming a fixture in the theater community. Her roles in Hair and other productions highlighted her powerful vocals and magnetic stage presence. A sensual breakthrough. Love to Love You, Baby. In the early 1970s, Donna's fate changed forever when she met producers Giorgio Moroder and Pete Bellotte at Munich's famed Musicland studios. The encounter, during a session with Three Dog Night, sparked a partnership that would define the sound of an era. Signed to Oasis Records in 1974, Donna released her debut album, Lady of the Night, which gained popularity across Europe, especially in the Netherlands, France, Belgium, and Germany. But it was her 1975 breakout single, Love to Love You, Baby, that launched her to global fame. Originally Donna's concept, the song was a bold and sensual expression of female desire. Moroder and Bellotte worked closely with her to perfect the track in the studio. Donna's breathy, seductive delivery pushed the envelope of what pop music dared to explore at the time. The extended 16-minute version, filled with moans and sultry vocals, became a dance floor phenomenon. Released in November 1975, Love to Love You, Baby marked a major turning point. While some radio stations banned it for being too explicit, audiences couldn't get enough. The song soared to #2 on the US charts and was certified gold, establishing Donna Summer not only as a disco icon, but as a groundbreaking voice of the sexual and cultural revolution of the 70s. Donna Summer's meteoric rise in the shadows that followed. Donna Summer's explosive rise to stardom wasn't without personal cost. The phenomenal success of Love to Love You Baby catapulted her into the global spotlight, but with fame came intense pressure, scrutiny, and emotional strain. The media fixated on her as a sex symbol, driven largely by the provocative nature of her breakout hit. This narrow image often eclipsed her extraordinary musical talent and creative depth. Still, Donna remained focused on her artistry, constantly challenging herself to explore new musical directions. Her ongoing collaboration with producers Giorgio Moroder and Pete Bellotte produced a string of era-defining hits like I Feel Love and Last Dance, firmly cementing her reign as the Queen of Disco. Yet beneath the shimmering surface of fame, Donna wrestled with growing discontent. The unrelenting objectification that accompanied her celebrity status weighed heavily on her. She longed to be seen not just as a glamorous figure, but as a serious, multifaceted artist. In a revealing 1976 interview with Rolling Stone, Donna confessed, "I have so much more to offer." This desire to redefine herself would become a recurring theme throughout her career. Battles behind the curtain. Behind the scenes, Donna Summer's journey was marked by emotional turbulence and personal battles. As her fame soared, so too did feelings of isolation and despair. The years following her meteoric rise with Love to Love You Baby were especially dark. Despite receiving worldwide acclaim, Donna increasingly felt disconnected from her true self. The relentless expectations to maintain her glamorous persona and the constant public scrutiny took a severe toll on her mental health. She spiraled into a deep depression, silently suffering even as the world celebrated her success. In later interviews, Donna admitted that some of the most devastating moments of her life occurred at the height of her fame. Behind closed doors, she fought an overwhelming depression, struggling to balance the demands of stardom with her own mental and emotional well-being. Her pain was compounded by turbulent relationships. After divorcing Austrian actor Helmut Sommer, Donna entered into a toxic and abusive relationship with artist Peter Moldorfer. The physical and emotional trauma she endured during this period left lasting scars, shattering her self-worth and plunging her deeper into despair. Everything came to a breaking point one night in 1976. Alone in a New York hotel room, consumed by hopelessness and unable to cope with the pressure, Donna contemplated suicide. She later recalled being mere 10 seconds away from ending her life by jumping from the window. But fate, or divine intervention, intervened. Her foot became caught in the curtain, stalling her just long enough for a maid to unexpectedly walk in and interrupt the attempt. That moment saved her life, love, family, and healing. Donna's personal life began to shift in the early 1970s when she met Austrian actor Helmut Sommer while working in Munich's theater scene. Their artistic collaboration blossomed into romance, and in 1973, they married. That same year, Donna gave birth to their daughter, Natalia Pia Melanie Mimi Sommer. However, as Donna's music career skyrocketed, the pressures of distance and demanding schedules strained the marriage. In 1976, the couple divorced, leaving Donna to navigate single motherhood amidst her rising fame. In 1980, her life took another turn, one that would bring stability and love. Donna met singer-songwriter Bruce Cedeno, and their connection was instant. They married soon after and built a life rooted in both love and creativity. Together, they had two daughters, Brooklyn, born 1981, and Amanda, born 1982. Their family became the heart of Donna's world. Despite a grueling performance schedule and the demands of international stardom, Donna prioritized her role as a mother. She often brought her children on tour, striving to maintain a sense of normalcy and connection amid the chaos of fame. Her parenting style was hands-on and deeply nurturing, emphasizing family unity wherever they were in the world. But the balance was never easy. Donna frequently spoke of the emotional toll her career took on her family life. The long hours in the studio, the constant travel, and missed milestones left her feeling conflicted. In a candid 2003 interview with ABC News, she reflected, I think that's the hardest part about being a woman in this business. You have to make a choice. You're either going to be a wife and a mother, or you're going to be an artist. Still, Donna never stopped trying to do both. Her devotion to her children and husband grounded her, even as she continued to navigate the highs and lows of an extraordinary life lived in the spotlight. A foundation of love. Despite life's many challenges, Donna Summer's devotion to her family never faltered. She often credited her husband, Bruce Sedano, as her emotional anchor, a steadfast presence who supported her through every high and low of her career. Together, they weathered the storms of fame and fortune by always placing family and their love for one another at the center. In her later years, Donna became increasingly open about what truly mattered to her: the values of love, family, and legacy. She often spoke about the wisdom she gained as a wife, mother, and grandmother, and the lessons she hoped to pass down to the next generation. Controversies and clashes with culture. While Donna's rise to stardom secured her place in pop culture history, her career was also marked by controversy and criticism. As a Black female artist navigating fame in a tumultuous cultural landscape, Donna often found herself at the center of public debate, sometimes not by choice. One of the most painful chapters came in the early 1980s. During a 1983 concert in Costa Mesa, California, Donna was accused of making anti-LGBTQ remarks, allegedly stating, "It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." The backlash was swift and intense. For many LGBTQ fans who had embraced her music as anthems of liberation and identity, the comments felt like a betrayal. For years, Donna's music had been beloved in gay discos and pride celebrations, making the accusations especially devastating to her most loyal supporters. In response, Donna denied making the comments and issued statements reaffirming her support for the LGBTQ community. She worked to mend the rift, though trust among some fans had been deeply shaken. Further complicating matters were persistent rumors about her own sexuality, speculations she consistently refuted. In a 1989 interview with The Advocate, Donna addressed the rumors head-on. "I was never gay. I never had a gay affair. I never had a woman come on to me. I never had anything like that happen." Even as she tried to set the record straight, the speculation endured, fueled partly by the fluidity of her lyrics and her strong ties to the LGBTQ community. Faith and transformation. Donna's life also took a spiritual turn in the late 1970s when she became a born-again Christian. This profound shift brought her a sense of peace and helped her confront the inner battles she had long carried. However, it also created friction with some fans and colleagues who felt her new religious convictions clashed with the free-spirited, hedonistic image that had defined the disco era. Donna remained unapologetic. Her faith became a guiding force, something she leaned on heavily to overcome depression, trauma, and personal demons. In her later years, she became a vocal advocate for spirituality and encouraged others to seek a deeper connection with the divine. In her 9/11s in the final battle. As Donna moved into the final chapter of her life, she faced new trials, ones that tested her spirit like never before. On September 11, 2001, she was living in an apartment just blocks away from the World Trade Center. She watched in horror as the towers fell, and like many New Yorkers, was traumatized by the devastation that followed. The experience left her shaken to her core. In the aftermath, Donna struggled with severe depression and anxiety. She became increasingly reclusive, closing her blinds, staying indoors, and feeling as though danger lurked around every corner. She spoke openly about how the attacks robbed her of her sense of security, ushering in a period of darkness that lingered for years. Still, she leaned into her two great sources of strength, music and faith. She continued to perform, using the stage as a place of healing, not just for herself, but for audiences still grappling with a changed world. But her physical health began to deteriorate. In the years following 9/11s, she developed serious respiratory issues. Donna believed these were caused by the toxic dust and debris she inhaled while living near Ground Zero. In 2011, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, a diagnosis she suspected was directly linked to that tragic day in 2001. She kept her battle with the disease private, even as it progressed. Then, on May 17, 2012, Donna Summer passed away at the age of 63 at her home in Naples, Florida. She was surrounded by her loved ones. News of her death reverberated around the world, leaving fans, fellow artists, and music lovers in mourning. The world had lost not just a singer, but a trailblazer, a woman who had redefined the sound and spirit of an era. The daughter's revelations. A deeper truth. In the years after her passing, Donna Summer's daughters, Brooklyn Sudano and Mimi Summer, began opening up about the private life their mother had kept hidden from the public eye. Through the emotional and deeply personal documentary, Love to Love You, Donna Summer, co-directed by Brooklyn and Oscar-winning filmmaker Roger Ross Williams, audiences were given a rare glimpse into the woman behind the legend. The film reveals the layers of Donna's life, the battles she faced, the love she gave, and the legacy she hoped to leave behind. It's a portrait of resilience, vulnerability, and brilliance, and a reminder that behind the disco lights was a woman who lived, struggled, and triumphed on her own terms. At the core of the documentary lies the deeply emotional story of Donna Summer's eldest daughter, Mimi. In a heartbreaking revelation, Mimi bravely shares her experience of childhood sexual abuse, an act committed by someone close to the family's housekeeper. This painful trauma mirrors Donna's own experience of abuse as a young girl, inflicted by a trusted pastor, shedding light on the generational cycle of pain that haunted the family. The film also uncovers the disturbing reality of Donna's abusive second marriage to Peter Muldorfer. One shocking account reveals that Muldorfer's violence once left Donna unconscious, suffering from a black eye and broken ribs. As she struggled with the lasting emotional wounds of that toxic relationship, Donna became increasingly distant from her loved ones. Her daughter Mimi, caught in the emotional fallout, was ultimately sent to live with her grandparents, a painful decision that only deepened Donna's feelings of guilt and unworthiness. Despite the turmoil in her private life, Donna kept her anguish hidden behind the glitz and glamour of her public persona. To her fans, she was the fearless, radiant queen of disco, a powerhouse voice of strength and confidence. But behind the spotlight, she carried invisible scars and a quiet suffering that few knew existed. In time, Donna embarked on a long and difficult journey toward healing. With the help of therapy, spiritual reflection, and the steadfast support of those who loved her, she gradually began to confront her inner demons. Slowly but surely, she started to rebuild her sense of self, rediscovering her worth and purpose beyond the stage. Donna's legacy in music. Donna Summer's influence on the music industry is nothing short of monumental. Over a remarkable 4-decade career, she not only defined the disco era, but also opened doors for countless women in music. Her dynamic voice, infectious energy, and bold sexuality redefined the role of female artists in pop culture. She was a pioneer, fearless in challenging conventions and breaking barriers. From her early days singing gospel in church choirs to becoming an international sensation, Donna's music radiated joy, freedom, and self-expression. Her songs became anthems of empowerment, encouraging listeners to embrace their individuality and dance without inhibition. Her genre-defying discography showcased her artistic versatility, effortlessly shifting from disco to R&B, pop, and rock. Working with legendary producers Giorgio Moroder and Pete Bellotte, she created groundbreaking hits that changed the musical landscape. One such hit, I Feel Love, 1977, revolutionized electronic music and earned Donna her first American Music Award nomination. Her success soared with hits like Last Dance from Thank God It's Friday, which won her a Grammy for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. The late 1970s saw her dominating the charts with tracks like MacArthur Park, Hot Stuff, Bad Girls, and No More Tears, a powerful duet with Barbra Streisand. In 1979, Donna made history with 3 consecutive double albums, reaching #1 on the Billboard 200, Livin' More, Bad Girls, and On the Radio, Greatest Hits Volumes on Set 2. This extraordinary feat cemented her status as a music legend. Through the 1980s, Donna continued to evolve artistically. Her 1983 album, She Works Hard for the Money, featured the empowering title track, and its music video, directed by Brian Grant, marked a milestone as Donna became the first African-American female artist to receive heavy rotation on MTV. In an industry dominated by white male voices, Donna Summer rose above the challenges as a trailblazer. She refused to be boxed in, using her talent and platform to challenge stereotypes and promote diversity and equality. Her legacy lives on, not just through her music, but through the doors she opened for generations of artists who followed. Donna Summer was more than a disco icon. She was a fighter, a visionary, and a voice for the voiceless. Her journey from suffering to stardom, from pain to empowerment, remains a powerful testament to resilience, transformation, and the healing power of art. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.